Hey everyone! In this video I'm going to tell you about a mod I created for Warhammer Vermintide 2 called Enigma. By adding a real-time card game element on top of Vermintide's fast-paced gameplay, Enigma allows for greater playstyle customization and is a fun way to spice up your games. In the Keep, you construct your deck. Out on a mission, you draw and play cards from your deck to damage enemies, buff yourself and your team, or enact other wacky effects. Enigma allows you to carve out a specific role you like to play on your team, and if you play them right, these cards could be a valuable tool to clutch a game and maintain absolute control over the forces of chaos. With that said, let's dive into the details of how Enigma works and how you can get started. Before anything else, I should introduce you to the two resources that Enigma adds to allow you to draw and play your cards. You will earn these by progressing through the mission, plus a handful of other ways. Card Draw is the resource to draw cards. Very creative, I know. When you want to draw a card, it will cost 1 card draw. Warpstone is the resource used to play cards. It is very dangerous, so under most circumstances, you can only hold 5 at a time. Every card shows how much Warpstone it costs to play in a green circle on the top right. Enigma includes many keywords which cards can have to describe common effects. For example, Counterattack has a condition, which means that it can only be played while the described condition is met. It also has Echo, which means that after it is played, it's returned to the deck and the Warpstone cost of it is increased by 1. There are several other keywords that I won't describe in this video, but you can find explanations for each of them in the How to Play guide. Let's talk about setting up Enigma for the first time. After you have subscribed to the mod, enabled it in the launcher, and started the game, you'll need to open up the mod settings. You have to set up a card mode deck editor hotkey. In the official realm, C opens up the loot screen, so it does nothing in the modded realm, and I think it's easy to remember C for card games. So that's one suggestion. The other hotkey you'll need to set is the draw card hotkey. You'll be drawing cards pretty frequently, so I suggest something that you can easily press in the heat of battle. While we are looking at the settings, I should mention that Enigma does support playing with a controller, and you will find options to customize controller gameplay a bit further down. Now that we have a hotkey assigned to open the deck editor, let's open up the deck editor and build a deck. Our hotkey opens up to the deck list, from which we can select a deck to edit, equip, or make a new one entirely. For now, we'll click the New Empty Deck button. Let's give the deck a name first, like My First Deck, and we'll equip it for our current career, Bounty Hunter. On the right, we see pages of cards available for us to add to the deck. We can search for cards by name. We can also filter on various properties, including card rarity, cost, and what keywords they have. If we want to see a close-up view of a card, left-click it. Since Earthquake is related to the Aftershock card, it shows up on the side, and we can click that too. You may notice that every card says Base at the bottom. This is because all of these cards are part of Enigma's default card pack. If you have other mods with more cards, those cards will have something different there. To add or remove cards from our deck, we'll use right-click. Right-click them over on the right side to add one to the deck, and right-click it over on the left side to remove it. I'm going to build a deck that I think will complement the Bounty Hunter career. I'll be looking for ranged crit chance and max ammo to synergize with Scrounger, some crit power, something to help take down a boss quickly, and something to help me get out of a sticky situation. A valid deck is limited by the number of cards, as well as card points, abbreviated CP. You can see these in the top left. You can also find details about these restrictions on the wiki linked in the description. If we're happy with that deck, maybe we want to share it with our friends. For that, we can click Copy to Clipboard, and then share it with them in a text format. For them to import the deck, all they have to do is come to the deck list and click New from Clipboard. When we leave the deck editor view, we'll see in the top left that our equipped deck is showing a nice green checkmark. So we're ready to play, and I'll queue up a game just like I normally would. In a game, there are a few new parts of your HUD that you'll want to know about. In the top right, we see the cards in our hand. There can be at most 5 cards in your hand at a time. In the top left is a panel that shows the following info from left to right: the number of cards in our draw pile, the number of cards in our discard pile, how much warpstone we have, and how much card draw we have. The bars next to the warpstone and card draw show the progress towards earning the next one. As a reminder, one of the ways to earn these resources is by progressing through the level, so if we move forward, we'll begin to accumulate them. Lastly, with the hotkey we assigned earlier, which is C for me, we can open card mode, which gives us a focused view of our hand. It also lets us play cards by clicking on them, or using a set of hotkeys defined in the mod settings. That about wraps up what Enigma adds to Vermintide and how to get started playing. Links to the mod and to the Discord server will be in the video description. One more thing. I designed Enigma so that it is easy to define new cards in card pack mods. If you think you have a cool idea for a card, it's possible that I or any other modder could add it to an Enigma card pack very easily. So, say hi in the Discord server and mention your card idea. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the mod.